How many of you think that music, there is different music for different hour, different day, different emotion? Brilliant. That's exactly what I noticed that people are missing on this part. All of us have 5 senses, right? Sight, hearing, touch, smell, and exactly. But most of the stores you get into, people were just concentrating on interiors, their product, and maximum incense sticks in terms of what you can smell. But what about another important sense, which is hearing? In fact, this is something you cannot ignore, right? When you enter in a store, whatever you can hear, you cannot ignore that. You cannot just put in your earplugs, ki main sununga hi nahi. Now imagine you are getting into Harley Davidson store or Enfield store, and the music which is going on is Milya Milya Koi ya fir any Bollywood track. Do you think that goes with the brand? Not at all. But I think India was behind, or India is still behind in terms of this knowledge, because I thought that there is different music for different hour, different emotions, different product, and once all the 5 senses are directed in the same direction, your sales is going to be mad-ass and brilliant easy. You getting what I'm saying? आप जो किसी भी स्टोर में अंदर घुसते हैं, उसका इंटीरियर, आपका प्रोडक्ट, कलर कॉम्बिनेशन, जो म्यूजिक चल रहा है, वो सब अगर एक डायरेक्शन में ही आपको कन्विंस कर रहे हैं, योर कस्टमर इज हाफ सोल्ड ऑलरेडी बिकॉज ऑफ द साइकी गेम. This is what I realized, this is what I felt. I could be wrong, but it has been working for me pretty well. So I thought of coming up with a brand wherein I'm going to design radio shows for all the stores to play, like for the brand to play in all their stores, Pan India or wherever they are located in the world. But in the beginning I could just not think of a brand to start with. Why? Because me coming back from a background wherein no business degree, no management school, even in fact just okay in studies, but yes, my favorite subject was business studies, even in school, that's true. So how do you start? You share with your friends, you share with your parents, you share with your elder people or whosoever. 70% of the people just laughed. What? Do you think people are going to pay you to play music in their stores? Or basically you're going to be the deciding factor who's going to decide what music you should play in your store? भाई YouTube पे म्यूजिक अवेलेबल है, SoundCloud पे म्यूजिक अवेलेबल है, अब Gaana.com आ गया और इतने सारे, सब पे तेरे को पैसे क्यों देंगे कोई? In fact, my own elder brother, who's working for one of the best American company based in US at a very decent position, he was also skeptical about it. मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा होगा, तू बोल रहा है ठीक है, but I don't think so. कि कोई तेरे को म्यूजिक चलाने का पैसा क्यों देगा? But I was adamant. But certain, like let's say 30% of my friends, whether they just wanted to make me happy, didn't want to disappoint me, or they really understood. And one of the friends is not around here. In fact, he suggested me, Sameer Singh from the Sikh Chambers. He was pretty sure about what I'm thinking, that this is going to work full on. Because 99.9% of the people, उनको कुछ आइडिया नहीं था कि ऐसा कुछ हो भी सकता है, and something like this can work and you can make a business out of it. So I thought of who is going to be my first pitching client, who I'm going to pitch about it. So I decided there's this particular salon I've been going to for my haircuts, looks, wow, branding for them. They should give me a free haircut next time. So I thought, okay, I know the management there because I've been a loyal customer for them from last 10 years. Let's go and start with them. Also is because salon is one place wherein whosoever is entering is going to spend at least 45 minutes to 1 hour, including the reception time, booking your appointment, getting your appointment done, and then paying and everything. Agreed? Now they have to decide in that 1 hour what would they want their customers to listen to. Hair dryer sounds, people chatting to each other, gossiping, complaining, phone calls, or something which can really keep their customers happy and in swing, in groove, right? Smart of them that they really picked up the idea that yes, this is going to work. And also what I added was, I thought what all are my strong points apart from just talking and music. Yes, I do sound good on mic, not on this one maybe, please don't hurt me. But yes, I do sound good on mic. So I sold them an idea that we are not just going to design music for your store, we are going to design a music calendar and turn them into radio shows with interactive voiceovers about your brand, about the music we are playing, why we are playing it and everything. So I lined up their calendar in a way that if now any of the look salon all over India you enter, in the morning it starts 30 minutes of contemporary prayers, then it turns into jazz session, and then it turns into deep house or blah blah blah, and by the time evening comes it's pure club music going as per their feedback and whatever we learned and whatever was working. Yeah, second point. Now the question was, how am I going to deliver the music to all the stores available around India? So in the beginning, all I could think was pen drives. Then I'm going to put the music in pen drives, and every month I'm going to give those pen drives in the corporate office, and then they'll deliver it further. All right. Any other idea you could think of doing it? सोच सकते हैं. एक तरीका है कि मैन्युअली आप जाओ उनके कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस में पेन ड्राइव दो, पहले उन 50, 60, 70 पेन ड्राइव्स को भरो, उसके बाद जाके उनको दो और हर महीने ऐसे ही चलता रहे. एनी अदर आइडिया यू कुड थिंक ऑफ? मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन, music cloud, all right, but music cloud would not work is because once you are giving the music to them, you also want to make sure that you are charging per outlet, and business can be smart and they can cheat you, right? So what if they're telling you that we have only 30 outlets and they're using the same music in next 30 and not paying you? One. Second, you don't want them to repeat the music for 2 months because you're changing the music every month, and that is for this particular salon brand. With every brand we have different time. So, what other? Website, okay, but website, okay, yeah, somewhere close. So then I kept facing issues like that. I'm giving 50 pen drives every month, but they're reaching late to their outlets, and then those 50 pen drives are not coming back. So every month I am paying for new pen drives, which is a cost. And in the beginning, of course, the cost was also pretty much reasonable for the salons because it was my idea. I just wanted to start, get it, how it is going to work, how the logistics are going to work. So that was a loss. So then I thought of a media player. My own media player, which is Eargasmic. The name is Eargasmic Media Player. Now what that media player does it, we of course did a lot of research and development, kept thinking how it is going to work, what all features do we have to give, what all things it is going to cut down, and finally around 5 months or 6 months back we made this software. And this company is just a year ago, or I would say maximum 14 months. Yeah, I started this. And now I have around 500 stores on board, so you can say 1 store per day. That was my sales. Of different brands, certain I can name, certain we have that we cannot name, but I have all the brands and it's just going. That software solved a lot of things. That media player is basically what you put in your point of sales, POS, the system through which all the corporates all the outlets do their billing. You just have to download it from a link available in app stores, and that software I will sit in my office or my team. And by the way, one thing, initial 6 or 7 months I did everything myself. I was doing it alone. Why? Lack of guidance. I don't call it smart. It was not at all smart. Never try to do everything by yourself. Of course, first of all, look for the points. Which are your strong points? Start with that. Like my strong point was that I can do voiceovers. So I was doing the voiceovers to turn them into radio shows. I was doing the billing. I was doing the paperwork. I was sorting the music. And then I started thinking, how am I going to minimize this work? So coming from a DJing background, I connected with all the DJs I know. And I said that I'm going to give you a brief about what brand you have to make the music and what kind of music. You will get your promotion, at the same time some amount of money. At the same time the brand is going to get promotion that certain DJ, best of the DJs from the country, has made this mixtape for your store. One problem sorted. One load came down. Then now I'm working less on music, more on sales and other parts. Then came the software, and software sorted a lot of problems for me. Now this software, basically in a click, I design or I assign different music to different stores around the world. Even if I'm dealing with 50 stores of one brand, I can assign different music in each store. South store will have different music, West store will have different music, East store will have different music. At the same time, they pay online or they pay offline, but after every 30 minutes, 30 days or whatever their time is, the music shuts down by itself. Even if not by itself, I just have to press one button, it does it. It comes with a lot of quality features now. Because corporates were worried, corporates who have 100 stores were worried that we are paying you decent amount of money for designing music for our stores. But what if my manager is at the end playing his own choice of music at the store? So the software gives quality control features like that every day corporate office gets to know which store was playing what music at what volume at what time. So a lot of things were sorted, and this is the first time I realized in my life that yes, technology can change the game completely. Before that, I was using tech stuff, I was using instrument, I was using phones and everything, but I never thought that technology can change your game such a big way. That was a big change. So this is where I've come now. That was a short, simple story, and the 5 points that I wanted to end my story with is, I think this is going to be the topic which you have to keep in mind and just conclude out of what I've said. 1. Only you know the best what you're thinking of and what you're working on. So even if you're finding people, this worked for me because he spoke a lot of good stuff, no doubt about it, that you have to consult people and whatnot. But I feel only you know what you're talking about and what you mean. Just keep doing it and be passionate about it. Just don't stop yourself. Even if people around you are telling you, no, this idea is not going to work, but if you're sure, it's worth giving a shot for sure. Second point, start with your strong points, because you know that you don't need anyone's support on that, because till now I have not taken any funding, nothing. I just started it by myself. Yes, I had a DJing background and I was doing decent on it, so I had a bit of money to start, but no funding as of now. And I see maybe next jump I might look for funding, but as of now no. So start with your strong points, because they are never going to fail and they're always going to convince people. Third is 24 hours are enough in a day, not just to work. I feel this is how I have been working. I make sure that I have my chilling time, which keeps me fresh, and at the same time I work. But yes, there have been days, and there will be days where I have to work 24 hours non-stop without sleeping. I do that. So time is there, no time less. 24 hours are more than enough to do whatever you're doing. And communication has to be really strong, because when I came up with this idea, people just didn't know that something like this can work, something like this can bring money and be a name. The only thing worked for me is communication. So if you believe in what you're selling, you will make the other person believe. That's how it works. If you are unsure inside, you'll never be able to make the other person convinced. No sales are going to happen. Because in my case, as he said, the first 2 customers are your parents. My parents had no idea what I'm talking about. They were like, what are you saying? मेरे दिमाग से बाहर जा रहा है भाई, तेरे को कोई क्यों पैसा देगा अपने म्यूजिक स्टोर में जब इतने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स अवेलेबल हैं म्यूजिक चलाने के लिए. Fourth, constant research and development. That is one thing which I have been on my toes on. I keep taking feedbacks, or people from my team keep taking feedbacks almost every week from stores. What problems are we facing? What customers are liking and not? And same is for the development team who are working on the software. And the next version of, right now it's the 4th version which is going on of my media player. And the 5th one is going to be with more features which people probably would have not seen here. And last, I think I would say there is always a solution to anything and everything. Seriously, there is a solution to everything and anything. Unless it's Pakistan, India, Kashmir issue, there is a solution to everything. That's about it. All the best. It's a pleasure to be here. And I think I probably did a bit of help for all of you, because when I was starting this business, the only thing I was facing initially was lack of confidence. Because I had no background like this, not family, not education. So believe me, the idea, the product has to be strong, as he said, and that's about it. Do your job. All the best people. Do good. You're going to be the future stars. Maybe not figure out from yourself, I'm telling you.